Hello again, Struckpop. Welcome back to part 2 of today's stream of Torchlight 3. We're gonna keep leveling up that Scattershot Cold Heart Sharpshooter, and I'm just continuing exactly where I left off. Exactly where I left off without doing any changes. I didn't even collect those contract rewards that we had before the pause. Which reminds me, let's do something and collect those rewards. So yeah, we're getting close to 60 on this build. So I guess it's time to start saving up some legendary gear bundles. I will use a Mapworks bundle probably now, just so I can get 3 more maps. And let's go do those maps. If anyone wants to join me, we can switch the difficulty. If you don't want to play on ridiculous, I wouldn't mind changing difficulty and grouping up with someone. Apparently they've solved the crashing that people were experiencing with the multiplayer. Not sure if it's completely solved, but it should have improved. So yeah, I'm back after dinner and ready to wipe some enemies out of the face of whatever the lands are called. The lands of Torchlight. This regular golem is beefier than a boss, than a named enemy, I mean. Wondering if I should even bother killing those golems. Oh, now there's a Stormbringer as well. Alright, we've got some wood to collect now. I'm gonna find the next group of elites. I'm gonna be jumping from one group of elites to another. Okay. Let's kill this one and sort my inventory again. It's about that time. Some nice ice damage for the pet again. We keep getting nice ice damage for the pet. I'm not gonna stop until the next elite. So there we go, one elite here. Let's just see if I can pull some more enemies together. Get the shrine, which is now kind of underpowered because it no longer gives you real 100% crit chance. I think it just maxes you at 40 and that's kind of it.
Your life is slipping away. You have gained a level.
57, now we can wear level 60 items. We've got one upgrade coming up, this upgrade, look at the bonus damage now. Almost 1000, almost. That's with a 56 bow. If I had a 60 weapon, the damage would have been pretty solid.
You can't do that.
Okay, moving on next. Let's kill this one. And come on, come closer, closer. If he's not the broken, let's break him down even more. I'm gonna check this way first. There's probably one elite group here.
That spell cannot be cast.
A lot of enemies, a lot of XP. Let's pull those here. And pull those there and group them up together. I've used my ult, I've used my big ult before the boss fight, so we're not gonna have it during that one fight. But I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. We can use another ult maybe.
You can't use that skill. You can't cast that.
Okay,
You are dying.
survive this. 3 more levels though, and we're still trying to get specific items. In particular, the wingspan is the one I really need the most for this build. It can be a scattershot build without a wingspan. Let's see what we've got. Have to spend my point as well. Gwen says 3 hours of grinding yesterday and 1 shitty item for my sharpshooter. I'm done until they fix stuff. I understand your frustration, Gwen, and hi Terry the tank, hi to you. Nice to see you again, Terry. I completely agree with Gwen, like, I guess at one point you don't feel enough, you don't feel rewarded enough for spending time in this game, especially now with the nerf drop rates. In such cases, all we can do is just wait until they change, if they change stuff.
Life support systems repaired.
And Terry the Tank resubbed. Thank you very much, Terry the Tank. He's on a 3-month streak already. I really appreciate this, Terry. Right in the feels, right in the feels. And how have you been, Terry? Have you been playing Torchlight 3 or have you been playing other games? Oh, that was hardcore. I don't want the hardcore. I want the regular core. I guess I've done all the designs, all the wardrobe designs. How many is that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 wardrobes for this class. I guess I've covered it all. Let's put the physical legs here for now. Maybe the glacier boots somewhere. Where does it need boots? Okay, over here. The glacier boots. Oh, I can't put the glacier boots there. Can I put them here? I can't put them here either. Blimey. Damage with precision skills here. Alright, I think I'm good. Oh, they gave me an outhouse. I love outhouses. Where did it go? Should be somewhere here. The outhouse will be there. Wondering if I can move this a little like this maybe. Let's just change this like that. Okay. A lot of wars. I love all the flooring they've added here. Maybe wait for now with the other flooring. Okay, I think I'm good. I had enough fun with my fort. Time to go. I'm gonna be doing this map here, and then the pet can go and sell. Oh, this one's nice. This one's also not bad, and this one I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna sell it. So not keeping those either. Those are gonna go for the tree of work. And we can start now. A shocking map. I forgot to check for level 60 items. I'm pretty sure I've got some poison and physical physical damage level 60 items that I can wear. I'm gonna check after this map. There's gotta be something that's gonna be an upgrade. I mean, right now my weapon is 3.9 thousand ice. If I find something with 6,000 non-ice, it should give me better damage. I'm gonna pull them together. Is my sound too loud? No, it's not. I was wondering if it's too quiet or too loud. This one's in the... It looked as if it was in the environment. What's my quest? Automatons. Clear those quickly. Right, nice. Right, there we go. Give Sky a petting. Someone wants me to give Sky a petting. Alright, let's go give Sky a petting. Sky? He's sleeping. He didn't even realize anything's going on. He received his petting. But yeah, he didn't even make a sound. Normally he at least responds. I guess he's deep asleep. This way first. I think we've got them all in the right place. I think we've got them here. Look at how many. Musketeer's rope. Last Epoch just released a new patch. Interesting. Did you see freezing the bird in the air? That was a nice freeze. And we got an upgrade for our musketeer rope. More defense, more electric defense, more crit damage, and more gearwork and a socket. Upgrade to the current one, I guess. Let's go back and collect some wood. Electric damage. We've already got something better, I think, but maybe keep it for now. I'm gonna keep moving. There's no elite here. Pretty strange. Okay, so far so good. This map's a little bit longer than needed, but at least I'm getting XP when going throughout all those dead ends. Wait, did I just do 2 goose in a row? Right, enough of those. Think I need to send the pet to sell. Might be a good time. And I'm gonna explore this part and ignore that other part there. And thank you Daniel Tilike, thank you Daniel for the sub if you're watching on YouTube. Appreciate that. Helping me grow my channel. But yeah, this build, if it's not ready for tomorrow, it might have to wait one more day before the build video. We'll see. Ideally, this build I would be able to make as a video tomorrow, but that depends. I really need the wingspan. I really need the wingspan rifle, maybe some more items to make sure we're doing a little bit more damage and critting a little bit more. A good two-handed weapon of level 60 would be perfect, with some ice and a socket. Let's keep moving.
Death is upon you. Your life is slipping away. That spell cannot be cast.
Alright, we cleared them out. Another wrong way though.
Your cat has returned.
Constantly picking the wrong way. I mean, it's not bad, at least I'm getting XP on my way. Already halfway to the next level. Okay, there's purples here. There's purples there as well. Wait, what was that thing? A rifle. and boom.
You can't cast that spell here.
Alright, next. We got a lot of XP here, half a level. Oh, and there's some more. Pretty decent. Let's see the boss fight now. It's Overcharger. Alright, this one has a body made of a dildo. You're gonna see. He's got a weird dildo body.
It's a trap. You can't cast that here.
I guess you can see that body once it dies. You don't see it until it dies, I guess. See this dildo body. Struck fantasies. But it does look like it though, I mean, I'm just stating the obvious there. Look at this weird looking boss. Oh, it's gone now, we can't see it anymore. The dildo is gone, it's been stolen. Who stole my dildo? We gotta make a series called Who Stole My Dildo? Let's see now. It's taking a while to load up. Since I increased my fort size, since I increased my fort complexity, to what level am I at right now? 198 out of 500, so there's always more we can get. Let's see something. It's kind of hard to arrange them in a way so they don't overlap with... Oh, shit. No, no, why did I do this? Why did I do this? Don't remember how it used to look. Maybe it used to be something like this. Kind of messed it up here. I shouldn't have. Maybe like this, okay. Then this one's here. Okay, I think it works like that. Now next map, but before the next map I need to get this chest in the legendarium. And the 5% electric 5% ice, 8% electric, so we don't need 5% electric. Just wanted to make sure. We've got a nice shield, which I can replace something for. I will replace. Actually, let's just get rid of this. We're looking for some level 60 items now. Is this gonna give me more damage? Just a quick test. 6.3k. It does give me more damage overall. Now if I find something with ice, even if it's not the main damage, maybe a socket. $5,800. I can add some ice to it. I'm gonna find the one with the most damage. As for a shield, there is one amazing shield I had in one of my mage wardrobes. No more level 60s. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's enchant. We want ice damage on this one. And this would probably give me another 1000 DPS. Almost 1000. 700 more DPS. Just deciding what to remove. It is a good damage increase. It is a good damage increase and it's noticeably higher. Someone's telling me to hydrate. Let's hydrate. As for, there were some questions how the game is currently and launch being rough. And as for endgame updates, the endgame has not been updated. The end game got a little bit of changes, but still not some major changes that would be a big rework of the end game or something like that. So we're still to see a proper end game related overhaul. As for how the game is, I really enjoy the game, but there are some things after this patch that I don't enjoy as much. But I think it's still a title I can have a lot of fun. I love the variety of builds. I love the skill system, the reworked relics. There are some things I don't like the nerfed XP and drop rates. I wish they didn't do this. I understand why they wanted to nerf the drop rates. I guess it was a little bit too overpowered before, but maybe they shouldn't have nerfed them this much, because you still want to find multiple versions of the same legendary item to finally get it with the right stats. I mean, without rerolling our stats, the nerf drop rates make no sense if you don't have a system for rerolling your stats. Because even if you get decked out in legendary quickly, you're not getting decked out with the right legendary items quickly. You're decked out with legendary items that are gonna get changed eventually when something better drops. And the same goes for blue gear. I think it's in a it's in an interesting state right now, the game. It's not something where you would say, oh, this is an ultra beta, it's super early in the development, but it's not something where you would say it's close to launch, even though they're planning on launching this game, I think fall 2020. Fall 2020, I don't think it's a realistic estimation of when the game will be ready. I would much prefer for them to launch it December around the Christmas holidays. I think it would go well if they launch it then, because by then they probably would have enough rebalancing in the game, and maybe added something like a bunch of quality of life changes for various things in the game. Right now the end game is the boring part of the game, and the majority of gamers actually care only about endgame. If you've seen this genre, if a game doesn't have endgame, it gets abandoned. If Darksiders Genesis had some sort of endgame, many people would still be playing it. And it only had a wave survival endgame, which barely changed anything. I barely noticed a difference in how strong the enemies are on wave 1 and on wave 100. So yeah, Darksiders Genesis, perfect example of a game that's pretty nice, interesting combat system. Not so much build variety, but still you could pick certain things over others. And if it was a ARPG that actually had some endgame stuff that you can endlessly farm, and some better itemization, actual itemization, probably could have been played even by now. I would have probably kept playing it. And I just don't want this game to end up launching too early and then people shitting all over it. They already did it on early access, and a lot of things have changed since the start of early access, but there's a lot of things that still need changing, still need some polishing and reworking. In particular, I think they should focus their attention right now on fixing broken skills, broken procs, broken powers in the Legendarium as well. All sorts of things that are broken, fix those. Then start working on some maybe a little bit of rebalancing, item wise, Legendarium wise, affix wise, from items and from enemies, some rebalancing, and add some rewards to the end game. even if they want to just launch with one end game activity. We did rewards. Without rewards, people were not motivated.
You feel healthy again.
And it's whacking rewards right now. At all, it doesn't give you even a little bit of extra rewards when doing the Fuzzier. It's just the same as doing maps, and meaning no additional rewards other than maybe a map that gives you gear work or a map that gives you double fame. But that's kind of it. And yeah, I don't think this is enough. I always feared that they would wanna launch the game without enough endgame content, and it seems like they might as well be making this soon. Launching it without enough endgame. This stuff, once I get some ice damage inside it, might be better total DPS. I need to check it out, because it still gets 20%, 25% more damage. So if I get it to 4000, that means I'm gonna get another 1k. Still not gonna be enough though. My current one, the level 60, seems to give plenty. Alright. I'm gonna skip this golem. I don't have the time to fight every single golem there. But those ones I can fight. Because those give fame. Moving on. Moving on. Let's see, here, here. Oh, we did drop a Respectacle and a blue. Shitty blue. We're gonna reach level 60 items soon. And then it's gonna be constant upgrades, I guess, for a while. I really hope I get that damn rifle. Gambling, I'm not gonna get that from gambling, so I kind of know this already. Getting the rifle via gambling probably is not gonna happen.
Your pet has arrived.
Let's try something. Didn't give me ice. I don't think it's gonna be strong enough, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't think it's gonna be strong enough, even with ice damage in it. One more map, one more level. Probably 4 or 5 maps from now I would be 60. 4 or 5 maps from now, let's say an hour from now, I should be 60. Hour and 20 minutes, depending how quick I do them. How did they survive? They hit while the others were taking damage. They were hiding. They left their brethren to die from my shots while they were hiding behind the corner. Okay, let's do it like that. Alright, maybe there's something I missed here. A green enemy maybe? Come on. What about here? So far so good. Let's see the next. A green one, okay. I'm gonna pull some more and fight them together. This one died quickly. There aren't that many uniques today on the map. Alright, there we go, some more here. Can I pull some more this way? Okay, some more here. there's no uniques, at least we can fight purples. Well, they're taking a lot of damage and soaking it. Let's do it like this. That was a big pack of enemies. I'm surprised they didn't kill me when I was so close to them. It's as if they weren't attacking me and they were actually attacking Shasta, which was taunting. And I was not getting hit by AoEs or anything, because I normally get hit by AoEs. Alright, let's move.
You can't do that.
Here it comes. Okay. See what they've got for me. Nether skull. I need a nether skull with ice. I really need one. Nether skull with ice. What's happening here? Yeah, since I increased the things I'm using in my fort loading times have increased. I think it's better to go for less stuff in the fort, so it loads up quicker. Getting rid of shit. Mapworks, Mapworks and gear. Not bad, but bad. Not bad, but bad. And this one, again, not bad, but bad. I'm gonna feed them to the tree this time. The tree is growing, it's getting there. I will do hive it. Should have done the gear work, not this one. That reminds me, I'm missing hive it gear work maps. I need to collect some hive it gear work maps. Wondering if there's higher chance to get specific legendary items from specific act enemies, or whether it's just all random. Let's keep moving. Targeted strikes is very good for this type of map layout, because they're gonna be lined up pretty nicely in a lot of the cases here. It's just type map layout. 58, nice. One more drop. 'Nice. I'm gonna grab the enemies over here. There's a bunch. $455k already, without even the item that increases the damage. So I can still go over 1 million with wingspan and with some more min-maxing of my gear. Like this, and like this, and like this. Okay, that's not bad. So far I've already gotten 300 more XP from this level. Look at how many there are. Shasta is tanking pretty well. Come on, come on. Spawn them quicker.
You can't cast that here. Your pack is full.
Time for gear check. Anything worth keeping? It's been mostly junk drops recently. Maybe it's about time I get a legendary as a drop and not as a gear back. Haven't gotten one in a while. Oh, I forgot why I didn't like to do high-vid maps. Because the boss arena always wastes your time. You gotta waste what, 10-20 seconds just walking? Just walking from the start of this map until this thing here. So, who did we kill? I forgot to check his name, but yeah, he's no more. Boots, yeah, not the ones I like. That grindy part. Definitely noticing much slower loading times for my fort after I redecorated it a little. My advice is keep it simple when it comes to forts, cause you see I'm experiencing almost double the loading times now that I've put more things in my fort. Not sure if it's worth it.
Your pet has returned.
Let's do that gearwork map. I wish I would vote into my fort and it eventually would start voting the things inside it bit by bit. starting with the functional stuff like storage and enchanter and stuff like that, and then eventually loading the other ones. Wow, I'm already in the fort. This time around, by the way, for this build, I didn't like Wingspan Scattershot 1.0. I didn't go for Frost Blast. I just didn't want to make it into an Egg of Mayhem build. But for leveling up, it could have been probably a nice thing to keep it. Let's check this one with the piercing. I think this piercing is a big change for me. The ice shield piercing projectiles. How are we doing with the quest? 126 out of 210 goblins. We'll see if I'll get lucky today before the end of this stream to get the wingspan so I can make the build video tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow the second build video. I'm probably gonna do the non-summoner version first, and then after that I'm gonna do the summoner version of the build. So 2 versions of the build, 2 separate videos, I guess. One of them is heavily centered around summons to give you a lot of freezing chance, a lot of chance to freeze the enemies. This one is more about you yourself relying on your revolt and spamming targeted strikes to get the most out of it freeze wise. And with this version you're probably gonna need chance to freeze in the weapon, otherwise you may not have enough of it. You do freeze them well with Snowstorm and Cold Front. Let's group them together. Come here, come more. Follow this way. Got them right on time. Actually, there's some more to kill, so I might as well kill them. And that's still some XP. When it's just so many little guys in one place, you can't not kill them. Oh yes, this is probably gonna be increasing my DPS. If only it had a socket. If only this one had a socket, it would have been my next weapon. We'll find it though, we'll find that ice nice weapon at level 60. Why did this run away? Oh, the pet is full. A pet full of items on its way to the town. How many petfuls of items do you need for 20,000 gold coins? Has anyone made that math? On average, how many petfuls of items you need for a gold full of coins? A full pouch. We've got a very small pouch. Only 20,000 gold coins. Our gold pouch in this game is not as magical as it needs to be if it only holds 20,000 gold coins. I think 50,000 would be a much more suitable number. 50 retries to disenchant and enchant a legendary item. More than enough to finally get what you need. I mean, if you don't get what you need within 50 tries, then there's something broken with the RNG. Because most recipes have 6, 7, 8 things that they can give you. If within 50 tries you don't get the thing you need to get, then you either can't get it or the RNG is trolling you. Right now it's 20, and it's completely possible for 20 enchants and disenchants to not get what you are trying to. But yeah, 20 isn't that many tries when you think RNG. This map already gave me half a level, almost getting there. Probably by the end of the map we'll have that extra half level. And I already sold one pet full of items. This is my measuring unit, a pet full. Wait, what was this? Okay. Few more left. And then the map will be done. My pet's been tanking stuff pretty easily. How many we massacred here. There's some more. There's some I missed over here. Those are the types of maps I like. Look at the density. 1200 already XP. This map's probably gonna be worth 1500 total XP. If there's some more left. Wait. 20%. What are they shooting at? They were shooting at something. Okay, I guess they were messing. Those spirit rangers.
You can't carry anymore.
I'm gonna move this way. Moving on. Wow, two of them. Alright, pet, go sell again. She has been a very long map. It was a gearwork map, so that explains why I've been finding so many items. Come on. There's some purples. I'm not sure which one to get rid of. Let's get rid of this and this and this and this and this. The pet's returning soon, so it's not so bad. Come on, come on. Let's see here. This bow, I wanna keep this bow because maybe I can make it give me more total damage. Maybe. Just guessing there, but we'll see. Okay, a few more goblins. I'm gonna feel my energy now. Full energy. We've got the shrine as well. Perfect time to go to the boss. If only I could teleport there. We need to group those and those together. Okay. Still full? Wow. Let's see here. I intentionally saved my energy for the boss. Why didn't it? Sometimes it doesn't allow me to rotate while charging Scattershot, sometimes it does. Not sure what's the deciding factor when it doesn't allow me to rotate. After this pop I might need a quick break, 5 minutes. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm first gonna sort my items. Starting to get level 60 gear already. If only this one had more fat and a socket. There's gonna be a lot of if onlys while doing this. While farming level 60 items. So yeah, time for some water. We're almost there though. You see, it's like 1.5 levels, 1 level and a third actually. 1 level and a third left, and then it's 60 farming. Unfortunately, I can't hold on to every single drop. Give me ice. Nice ice damage. Give me that nice ice. Well, we couldn't get it. We couldn't get it. I think if I get 600-700 damage there, or 800 damage, I think we can get between 7 and 800, somewhere there. If I get 800, that's 4.8k, and with the 25%, it could go over. It could go over what the other item's giving me. We'll see. The other item gives me 5.8 versus 4k. Probably a little bit weaker with this bow if I add ice damage. Okay, let's check. Maybe there's a legendary gear bundle now. Oh, there's definitely a legendary gear bundle, because I've got 10 uncollected. So let's collect some. 3, 4, 5. Inferno token, okay. Could be much better, but could be much worse as well.
Your pet is back.
Few more fame levels and there's gonna be another one. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. I'm gonna start a BRB screen and add some message. What's the old message? It's not gonna be coffee, don't worry. I'm gonna change this message. 5, 6. I think 5 minutes would suffice. Be right back for 5-6 minutes, and thanks for waiting. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Let's go back into the game and see what's happening. So I need to keep grinding a little bit more left. Wait, did you see this bug? This potion icon on the bow and pistol bug. Alright, back to grinding maps. I'm gonna do another gear work one, cause I liked how many items I got. There weren't special items, but it was many. It was many. I sent the pet twice to the town. And speaking of my pet, he was bugging me just now while I was AFK.
That spell can't be cast.
They moved. They moved. I was trying to just align my shots in such a way to hit both of them at once, but then they teleported. That's why I guess sometimes they throw you with the teleports. It's nice. I mean, I like when the AI is doing things like that, like cleverly trying to make sure I'm not hitting both of them at the same time. I think things like this should be done in harder difficulties if they do AI work to make the AI smarter, to counter when you're trying to group them, to try and flank you instead of attacking all from the same direction and things like that. On ridiculous versus not doing those things in practice, for example. I think that would make the difficulty really feel like something's changing other than stats. Because yeah, stats obviously you want to be changing stats, making the enemies harder, but why not smarter as well? For them to not use special attacks that they use in harder difficulties, some new attacks that they've got, or for them to just behave in a different way, which is a little bit dumber and then in ridiculous the smarter way, where they're trying to flank you, to attack in small groups instead of one big group maybe, but from different directions. Maybe to try and retreat to pull more allies to hit you or something like that. It's some weird behavior you would see in the big RPGs. You know, games like The Witcher, for example, have some very interesting AI behavior. Let's see. Oh, I love this spot here. This little spot where you go upstairs and then there's an encounter. I love how it's like hidden. Someone might miss it. Then there's the one right under you. The one over here. I can't teleport there. This one here. Those are like nice hidden encounters and they can give you some quick XP if you do them both. And if you see this map layout and if you notice this thing, then the other one is above it most likely, and vice versa. But the other one would be underneath it in the other case.
You can't cast that spell here.
But yeah, that's my favorite spot in those types of maps. a bunch of enemies at the top, a bunch of enemies at the bottom, and then just move on. I try and pull them together. There aren't that many to pull though, that's the thing. Might just kill them. Potions, nice. Give me some more. Nice. Alright, I like this fight. It ended up becoming fun. If only the 100% crit chance on a frozen enemy worked. That would have been just such a nice bonus. And I'm getting reminded to hydrate, and also I think someone just subscribed. Tazimon, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for the YouTube sub. I appreciate the help in growing my channel. But yeah, someone reminded me to hydrate, and I will just a moment. Alright, it voted. This one 58, yeah, not gonna save that 58 item. Should I try again for the ice damage? Let's try again for the ice damage. Nice ice. Let's see now. No, it's not stronger. I kind of expected it, but I didn't expect this big of a difference. I thought it was gonna be like 9,900 and something, but
Your pet has arrived.
much bigger difference. That's like 900. Yeah, it was worth giving it a try to see if the DPS will change. This one's probably gonna be bad too, but I'm gonna keep it just in case. I'm gonna get rid of this one, because it's a mixed one. Yeah, let's go. Just one gear bundle left. And this reminds me, while we're here, might as well just do the boring stuff. This one takes so long to do. This one's reasonable. See, this one seems like it's not bad. And next I'm gonna do another gearwalk map, but this one, let's do Voltaic and see how that one goes. Are we gonna get one shot by Whitenings? We'll see, we'll see. There we go. Come on, come on. Wait, did I go here? Oh no, I didn't. Not yet. Almost missed it. But the map is a little bit weird. Look at that. It's showing me in a very weird place in the map. It's like... yeah, definitely not the right map. It's like it's too zoomed in and it's off position. I can see on the minimap though. On the minimap I can see where I haven't been. Seems to work for now. So the minimap is not broken, just the big one. What about this big one? This one shows the right way. This one's a little bit too zoomed in, I guess. Most likely that one's a little bit zoomed in. Oh wow, wow. That was a lot of enemies. Can I shoot from here? Yeah, I can't. Can I teleport? There we go. 403k, okay. It could be better, it could be 4 6 something k. Because if there's one thing that they didn't mention changing was the damage of Scattershot. Just the cooldown being fixed as being wrong. They didn't say about the damage being wrong. So I guess just the way it calculates is it doesn't give you a true double damage. It was giving me around 70% more damage than it used to do without the item. So I guess this damage bonus was added to some I had from gear in the items I had plus Scattershot damage, I think. Twice. I need to confirm how many I had before. But yeah, in fact I was just doing 70% more damage with the wingspan versus without it. With Scattershot, with the back at the time quintuple cooldown instead of double. Which now is fixed, the cooldown is now fixed and I can't wait to test it. To see how quickly I can spam it with a 2-second, or maybe I can go for the 10% cooldown and then it might be a different story. 1.8 seconds. 0.2 seconds might not seem like much, but if you're trying to spam something as quick as possible, it might mean a lot. Not sure if you can get more cooldowns for Scattershot, because it drops damage for it. I don't think it drops cooldown. Other than the cooldown from the passive tier 2 bonus. On what skill was it? I forgot on what skill I took it before. Was it on this one? Yeah. On Sacrifice to Goose. And it's extra damage to Goose itself. Maybe with the Lil General it might be interesting. I've never played the Goose with the Lil General to see how it stacks. And I don't even know what to expect. I mean, I kind of have an idea and I imagine what it would look like on the ground. Kind of like the hazards from the fire relic is what I'm assuming, but I've not seen it, so can't tell really. Oh, some nice size damage, but that's some very nice size damage. I'm gonna replace this one, because the chill duration seems nice. Let's see. Okay, we can move on. Come on, come on. I still think I would love the version with the summons more, and I will make that version right after this one, I guess. Because it would just require some respecking. But yeah, I'm probably first gonna make this build without the summons and then make it with the summons. Come on, come on. Okay. One more SWAT. Weight bonus size 5.6%. Not so bad. Has a SWAT, so seems like a useful one. What do I level up now? I got 6 points here and I've got 6 points here, and do I get a charge here? I'm not gonna have enough points, just 2 points. This is a tough choice, where to spend the other 2 points. I mean, I could remove points from something as well. There isn't much of a choice, honestly. If I remove 1 point from somewhere, I can get the Sharpshooter cooldowns for when the time comes. For when I get the rifle. For now, it's probably better to go for more revolt. This one gives me damage, this one gives me damage. This one's more often, meaning getting the damage boost more most of the time, let's say most of the time. Or I could have gotten some HP. Could have gotten 4% HP. But again, it's not gonna be that much, just 4% HP. Is it worth 2 skill points? It's probably worth it when you have a lot of HP and you put 5 points in there, and then you get the 10%. It's probably, oh, infectious shooter. Okay, now this makes me wanna rework the build to include the infectious shooter, but it's gonna be too similar to my other build, to the infectious summoner, so I don't wanna go and get an infectious shooter in this build, but it's gonna stay there for the build. It's gonna stay there. Because I don't think I've got it in my legendarium. Yeah, perfect. It's just for the summoner there. Okay. So what else have we got? I think it's time to go for the boss fight. There doesn't seem to be any more fame we can get on this map. Oh, a little bit more fame. There we go. Who are we gonna fight in the Humbo co-ops? Come on, enter. There we go. It didn't wanna let me enter. Weird.
You can't do that here.
Shockweb. Oh, it's that spider. Okay. Pretty quick, much quicker than before. So yeah, this guy's getting stronger, and this hero's getting stronger. I mean,
You are overburdened. You are overloaded.
what do I drop? I'm gonna drop this. Yeah, let's drop this. And no, pick up. So difficult sometimes when it hides. There we go. Hard to pick it up sometimes. Right around the portal. All right. Maybe first get rid of some of the damage with glacier. That's gonna be pretty good on anything but a code build. I mean, even on a code build it's nice, but let's keep it for some other builds. Just make him skill damage, perfect. For Reg of Mayhem builds, that's a very good item. Alright, let's get rid of the infectious shooter. Get it for my legendarium. And now, what are we gonna do? We can do... Let's do another bonus gearwork, but this one. Alright, let's see. Oh, look at where they are. Can I teleport there? I guess not. Pretty sure there's probably a way to do it from a specific point, but in any case, let's get those here. Wait, there's no more spawning? Interesting. I would expect a group to appear from this part here on Ridiculous. Okay. I think this code relic would be amazing on melee builds eventually. When everything's fixed, I think this code relic would be perfect on melee builds. Musketeer boots, if only it had some ice damage. But it gives me crit damage, which is still not bad. The difference is those boots give me the blue ones. The blue ones give me 400 less, roughly. The crit damage definitely gives me some nice DPS. So crit damage seems to be higher priority than blue elemental damage of that type. But I think it would have been different if my weapon was a good weapon with ice on top, ice in the middle, and ice in a socket. Blue 60 two-handed weapon of any type would do. I'm not going for the rifle slash pistol setup on this one. It is a choice though, it is a choice, it is an optional thing we can get, but I'm relying on boosting my precision damage rather than the relic damage on this build. Especially for the summoner version, for that one I would really be relying on adventurer. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting combo there. Boosting Scattershot, but also trying to boost adventurer damage probably from items. Although I don't need to boost the adventurer damage, I could just boost their attack speed if I can. And someone just subbed, Stefan, thank you for the YouTube sub very much, if you're watching, that is. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Struck Club. Sorry, had to drink some water. There we go. It feels like it's not giving as much fame. I guess maybe because it was purple enemies, that's why it didn't give as much. Oh, pet's full. Come on, pet. Come on, pet. Why do you do this, pet? You should go to the town. Oh, when it's time. Alright, I'm gonna drop something. Let's drop this and this and... I wanna check the bow mostly. It is ice, but it's not nice. Alright, like this. And two of the big beasts. Oh, I've missed some over here. Nice. Pretty nice. Imagine having to come back here on a Rail Master or on a Forged. That's why I wish the Realm Master had a leap attack, so the Realm Master could be able to do something like this, like wind up on the hammer with Torque Swing, wind it up next to himself, Thor style, throw it, and move with the hammer and boom, throw a like leap down. It would be nice from here, boom, to there. It could be on charges, it could work very well on charges. I think Torque Swing can be a very interesting ability turned into something like that. That's on the Realm Master. To those of you who don't know where this skill is on the Realm Master, the Torque Swing, which right now can allow you to throw a hammer forwards, and it travels forwards and then it returns to you. If I'm not mistaken, it returns. Does it return? I think it returns to you. I haven't played much with it. But yeah, it's interesting skill. It's an interesting skill, and they kind of reworked it a little bit, like rebalanced it. It's still an interesting skill, but I think if they made it to be like a leap attack, it would be very fun, because the Realm Master could use it. And I think the Forge needs something more for mobility as well. Not sure which one could be, but I think Sonic Pulse could be something like that. Sonic Pulse could be like a teleport, it could be like a blink, like he starts pulsating, then disappears and then reappears somewhere as a blink, and it could then cast the buff. It could then cast the buff once you reappear. And then with the other one, with the upgrade, it could cast it once you before and once after you appear, instead of once around you and once near the cursor. Although I prefer once around you and once near the cursor. This would be my preferred choice if something like this ends up becoming becoming how it is. But yeah, that would really fit for the Forge to have its second mobility skill that way, and for the Realm Master to have his own additional mobility skill that way. So they can be like the Dusk Mage and Sharpshooter, having the equal amount of mobility combined with utility. or combined with damage, if not utility. But those are just some nice ideas of giving to a little bit swaggisher classes. Actually, the Realm Master is pretty speedy. The Realm Master is pretty speedy just because of Hammer Spin being this great, but it can't compare in regards to mobility to blinking classes that can just teleport. Can I go down there? Probably not from here, but maybe from... not from here. It's a little bit further, but yeah, I can probably teleport from here all the way there. Might need to try it. And if there was like a barricade, like this teleport here, this could allow me to skip a major chunk of the level, and that's a lot of mobility. That's a mobility that Realm Masters and Forged just don't have. And a leap attack could help this, and a blink for Sonic Pulse would also help this, and allow you to think of some more strategically dependent choices when using Sonic Pulse, not to just buff yourself, but to also buff yourself and move away or move into a bunch of enemies. And the same could be used for this combo. Right now there's a very interesting combo behind Torque Swing, and if you're playing with the charges of Spike Drive and what was the other one, Slam and Torque Swing and Hammer Spin, you can have some very interesting combos. You can kind of think some very interesting rotations with those in mind. Wait, that's a lot. That's a lot of HP. HP built on the ice. Would that really be nice? I'm really considering saving a lot of HP gear and testing it eventually. Maybe I need to save this one, because that's a lot of HP. I think it's worth testing an HP build. Can I get 88, 89, 90, 100k? 100k is probably impossible. I don't think I can get this much HP. But maybe 70, 75k. Maybe 85k with every single item giving me HP. Is that even possible? Can I get HP on every single item? I'm wondering. For like a tanky build. Tanky build without the healing relic. That would be interesting take on things. And then having another person with the healing relic on the team, and that would really change things. Making team builds, not just single hero builds, but starting to make team builds. You would want to be using this build together with this build and that build to make things super easy mode in the Fuzier's dungeon, for example. That would be interesting for some people who ask me, hey, I'm playing with my buddies, any suggestions for what builds to choose together? I think someone's asked me once something similar, telling me what hero and relic they were using, and just to ask me for some suggestions for builds. It's gonna take a while though. I need to figure out how everything works from the new skills, the skills I've never tested and played with, before I know what it synergizes with the best. from the other builds one can make. Oh, look at this grass cutter. Oh boy, and the crit chances versus shield, which is a synergy. Let me just try something. I'm not even losing that much DPS with it. Versus a two-handed, which has crit chance, I'm not losing that much DPS. I've got a very nice shield, but it's on the other hero in one of the wardrobes. Okay, what can I equip? I can equip this for now. Still better than nothing, I guess. But the crit chance will be felt. The whack of crit chance after removing that item. Right now I'm at 20 and I was at 28. 28.6. Yeah, that was a noticeable difference. They've removed crit chance from focus items or something like that. Maybe not completely. Maybe some sort of rose. Come on. Almost there though. 60 is coming soon. Probably 2 more maps, 3 more maps. And we would be 60. And today we're not gonna have all the items needed for the build, so I don't think I'm gonna be making that build video tomorrow. I mean, ideally I would get that wingspan and try and make it good enough for a build video and mention that things are broken. Things are still broken. Snowstorm tier 3 doesn't seem to work. Snowstorm doesn't do any damage. And that's a lot of DPS to be losing when you're seeing how many enemies you see me fighting. You see me sometimes fighting like at least 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 enemies next to me sometimes. When I group up so many. I'm breaking servers. Trying to push the performance, eh? Let's see. Now this and this we don't need. And again this. Oh, now the pet is full. Okay, well, we can do it easy way. This. And let's leave. So I think 2 more maps has probably gotta be enough. We'll see. Still voting slow, yeah. What did I do to my fort to make it vote so slow? Too much stuff. If only this wasn't a mixed bow.
Your pet has arrived.
No! Ah, this one was electric damage. I should have kept it for an electric build. Well, still doesn't matter. This one seems to be very nice for an HP build. This one's defense, not so much HP, but this one, that's the HP we need. So I no longer need that one with the defense. Oh, we need dice here. Come on, 2 times in a row, what fire? When I'm trying to get fire, this would never happen. 3 times in a row, what fire? Well, for now I'm gonna keep the flat fire, because I don't have enough to reroll. But yeah, that's not bad. See, I was getting this much damage before. And now the difference isn't that bad. Like 800. But I can equip a better shield. And get a lot more out of it. For level 60 I had a shield that gives me like 4 point something thousand. Let me quickly switch heroes and just transfer this shield. I think I want to transfer this shield to this hero to test it. Because I want to be a little bit more defensive. And I'm pretty sure it's in my wardrobe in one of the heroes here. So it should be somewhere. It should be somewhere here. Which one's wearing a shield? Please tell me one of them is wearing a shield. It's not this one. Okay, if it's not in here, could it be somewhere here? There's one with a shield there. Okay, it could be one of those two. I'm gonna quickly check in this storage before I move to the sharpshooter again. Just checking for blue shields that have that high width layout like this one, but with defense at the top. Something like this. Oh yeah, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. I could wear that. So on page 10. Okay, page 10. Weirdly enough, I didn't see a single mage with single mage statue, single mage wardrobe with a shield on it. And I'm pretty sure I had one of those. But anyways, this one is not so bad. For a 57 shield, it's pretty decent. And that's some nice defense. I mean, it's not really great, but it's better than what I had before. Look at without it. Max Schaefer from Extra is writing. Is that the real Max Schaefer? Wasn't the Extra before the name? But if that's the real Max Schaefer, welcome Max Schaefer to the Struck Club, to my channel. Oh, so that's the actual Max Schaefer. Nice. I'm honored to have you in my chat, Mr. Schaefer. Okay, let's use those items and go do some maps. Getting close to 60 here on this one. Fire damage, scepter, staff. Okay, well, let's try it. I still think the summoner version of this build would be the better one once we can critically hit frozen enemies. Because more summons means more chances of me getting the enemies frozen, and that helps while not getting hit. When I'm charging Scattershot, not getting hit is pretty important. And another thing, I can hit them when they're frozen and critically hit if this starts working, the tier 3 bonus on Snowstorm. Oh, and Max is here. So this is something I'm not sure whether Max is aware of. This I'm pretty sure the team probably is already aware and working on that one. But yeah, tier 3 on Snowstorm doesn't seem to... I think it got affected after capping the crit chance. And that's why we are not always critically hitting frozen enemies. But I've tested for a lot of time while leveling this hero, and it just doesn't seem to work. And most likely it has something to do with the crit chance getting capped. Maybe this needs to behave in a different way now. The same goes for this shrine. Isn't this shrine supposed to give me 100% crit chance? I think with the crit chance cap, it's not every single hit critting with this shrine. I think it's still at around 40%, capping it as much as I can. Most likely this is happening. I love experimenting with stuff and finding things like those. And I think they could be linked. And yeah, my fort is funny. I think it started loading a bit slower after I put a watt in my fort. Not sure which thing made it load slower. It could be that I've got a lot of wardrobes. It could be that I've got a lot of little things like mushrooms and shrubs and stuff like that, little props. This is not a bad bow. Hopefully we end up getting that rifle and make those two builds. I'm gonna make two builds this time though. I'm gonna use the opportunity to make two separate build videos. One for not using the summons and another for using the summons. And when using the summons, I think it's my preferred option because of the tons of freezing we can get. Especially once Snowstorm starts doing damage and starts giving us 100% chance to critically hit frozen enemies. If that's how it's supposed to work, because that's how it seems to me from the text. You critically hit frozen enemies while Snowstorm is active. So while I've got it active, I think this now doesn't go beyond 40%. But in any case, even right now, I think it's a good build. Not your meta build, but who knows, maybe it might end up becoming close to meta eventually when things get fixed. I have no idea how much damage I'm gonna do with Snowstorm and how much I'm gonna be freezing the enemies to benefit from that always crits. Working on a way to break the cap for certain skills, so it may be resorted. Okay. If it's restored soon, that's pretty nice. I've also seen certain skills like Ghost Visage go beyond the cap. Ghost Visage is a great skill, it goes beyond the cap. Some of my viewers, before I started playing on this hero, noticed that Ghost Visage with targeted strikes works on the first 3 hits of one skill, or at least that's what I've been getting fed as information. And I personally noticed that it seems to be working that way too. It's not the next 3 strikes when it comes to targeted strikes, I think. But in any case, I think that's intended behavior. I don't think that's a bug, I think it's just intended behavior. Okay, I filled my inventory. Oh, that's some nice damage for the pet right there. Ice Golem, physical damage, ice damage with chill duration. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get the chill duration. Because my weapon right now gives me critical hit chance versus chilled targets. So, I mean, I'm okay to lose a little bit of pet damage, but get that chill duration stay there. Okay, let's keep moving. But it's pretty nice to hear that that the team's working on fixes for those caps. And in general, I'm pretty happy from almost everything in the patch. Not sure we really needed the nerf to drop rates before having some way to reroll our affixes. But that's just one of so many changes, and the majority of the changes to me seem very positive and very nice, especially the subquest stuff. I even have an idea, but I'm not gonna share it now on stream. I've already told it to my viewers, but yeah, an idea of how we can get a reliquarian set, mini set, weapon offhand, reliquarian's hand cannon, and maybe a timepiece or a monaco as a focus item. Because it seems like it would be pretty fun when we get new legendary items eventually, to have something that's relic themed as a mini set, the same way we have the Bone Razor Bone Walker as a combination for summons, and we've got for the fire we've got Firewall, Firestarter, and then for the ice we've got Frostwall and supposedly the Frost Mace. I think something like that would be nice as a pistol and focus item, opposed to all the melee sets we've got. And since everyone's been asking why so little skill points, I think it works. I think the only class I feel the need for extra skill points on is the Dusk Mage. And that's just because how the Dusk Mage works with the Celestial Gauntlets, requiring you to have dark and light buffs. And the whole hero by itself is just with such a balance of dark and light. But I don't think we need more skill points directly, maybe from items. Maybe the same way like right now with chest and helmet, we can sacrifice some things but equip the legendary ones, and maybe not get damage on my chest, not get flat damage from a blue, but equip the legendary one. And that's a good choice because you can get 1 or 2 extra skill levels. And I think it would be nice if we have something for relics in the same way, to get 1 or 2 levels of relic active skill levels of just the yellow ones, just the yellow ones. I don't think everyone uses every single relic skill. At most people would be using 2 or 3 relic skill levels. I mean, relic active skills. At most cases, it would be a 6, a 3, or a 6, a 6, and a 10. Or 2 10s and a 6. There's many combinations, but yeah, at most people would be focusing on one thing, I've noticed. And yeah, I think if we consider +1 to all skill levels and when empowered +2, this would give to most builds 6 points, no more than 6 points. And those 6 points are plenty. They are plenty. They allow you to get a single tier 6 bonus on an active or passive skill. And that's a what. And if you have a weapon that gives you +1, and then when you equip the offhand, it gives you +2. It seems like a nice idea because you're sacrificing damage. You're sacrificing other affixes to get those. And on the offhand, if it makes this from 200 total to 175 total energy spent instead of 200, and that's pretty balanced. You get a 12.5% cost reduction total required, and it works pretty great. And then it allows you to empower what was the name of the relic, the hand cannon, the reliquarian's hand cannon, the pistol. Allows you to empower it to give you, instead of +1, +2. And I think it works exactly as balanced as the Bone Walker Bone Razor, which give you summons and the other similar items. I've had this idea, I keep forgetting to put it into note, but I'm probably gonna put it in there, because I think it's probably something many people would love to see. Mini set with relics in the center of it. Okay, I need to delete some items. No, never mind. There goes the poison damage. at least I've got a bunch of reserve items. Like, I think I've got poison here. Oh, nice. No. Wish we could sell those recipes with the pet. Anyways, let's see where this was. The plateau without bounds. It's probably somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna rush to it. Maybe collect a big group here for AoE, because I need energy. There we go. But it's nice to see that skill points is a hot topic. I really think it's probably one of the hottest topics, and I expected this. I expected for this to be the hot topic when we changed from the old relic system to the new one. It was kind of predictable, but it's I think necessary. I'm enjoying the hard choices I'm making. Yeah, in some builds I feel like I need 3, 4, 5 more skill points or something like that, but I think a set would probably be easy way to do it, of items and item and offhand. I've seen other people give ideas about a full set, but that requires a lot more development by my understanding, because a full set is 6 pieces of equipment, and each of that set needs a version on each hero, and I think that's a lot of development compared to just a weapon and an offhand, to get almost similar results. I think it's very nice the way you're doing it now with specific affixes. I can get +1 to my glacier skill level. I really like this one. It still gives me 1 extra skill point and I use it. Sometimes I actually even use 2 extra skill points because I get a blue helmet. That gives me +1 to one skill I'm using and +1 to a second skill I'm using. And then I can use the legendarium for my class specific helmet and still get the +2 points from the helmet of the class set. And it's nice, it's nice. You can kind of min-max it, and I love this little bit of extra tweaking my build, fiddling with squeezing more skill points from equipment. Blue equipment really feels pretty nice right now. And I love how blue has as many sockets as legendary right now, so that legendary doesn't feel left out. Before, with the extra socket the blues had, I really agree that now it feels better. It feels better. I get excited for blue and for legendary items alike at the moment, and I think that was probably the goal here, to get us excited about other rarities that are just not just legendary. I'm not sure whether it has been announced, but we saw a trailer. We watched with my viewers earlier today, I think, a trailer of the Switch version of Torchlight, Nintendo Switch version of Torchlight 3, and it's saying coming soon. So we're all assuming that that's probably for all platforms, like for Steam, for Nintendo, for PlayStation, for Xbox. This is at least what it seems to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm understanding it the wrong way. That when it says coming soon, it means for all platforms, or whether it's just for the Switch and just an early access on Switch. Because if it's news about launching soon, that's a very interesting topic as well. Oh, very interesting difference. All right, I'm gonna keep the better one. Should I try and do a little Fazir? It's not gonna give me XP. I've already outleveled my Fazir, so it's not gonna give me XP now. We're almost 60. 2 more maps and probably will be 60. All 4 platforms have been in progress for a long time. Switch was announced yesterday. That's the one we've been keeping secret. And Alibi, now I can answer in detail, Alibi, my expectations and my what should I call it, ideas about what I like and don't like about the game, how it feels after the patch. I mostly like it. I already said it in the stream, Alibi, but I really love the subclasses. Being able to get 5 active skills and 5 passive skills in each relic really helps me as a content creator and as a player to do what I love, and that has always been make builds and share them with others. Experiment with, have freedom to spend skill points the way I like, only on the skills I want to get benefit from, and this game achieves it. It doesn't force me like the old skill system, which was more similar to Diablo 2, where you had to spend certain amount of points into a specific skill to be allowed to put points into another set of skills and so on. And I'm happy we got rid of this and it gave us more freedom. See, I've got points into Scattershot, Revolt, and Targeted Strikes, and here I've only got into Oil Shasta and then a point into those 2 skills, and that's it. I think for my build I really thought that was a good choice. Then I'm making another version with Goblin Legion, where I'm not putting 8 points into Targeted Strikes, but in fact I'm going for more goblin stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I like this variety that the game is giving me. I wish I had more character slots, because there's 20 20 archetypes, as I like to call them, hero plus relic combo. There's a 20 total, and we only have 10 plus 3. 10 slots and 3 slots from contracts. One for each contract. Right now we've got a total of 13 hero slots, so there are 7 archetypes you cannot play on the same account. But there's always a second account, so if you really need that many, I mean, 13 hero slot is a nice number to have right now. Let me quickly just get rid of some items. This one. Alright, let's start another map. Should we do a gearwork map? Just gotta get rid of some recipes. But yeah, I've tried to make it look in this fort like the pillars are coming from the center of the Netherrim seal. It didn't turn out that way. I even tried putting tentacles coming out of here, crawling out of the middle, but yeah, it didn't work out as well, I guess. This is where the goblins live, in this little house here. I think I messed up the entrance though. Maybe the entrance needed to be like this. So one goblin lives here, another goblin lives here, I guess. Interesting fort. And it's as if they're starting to build a ship here, but decided to maybe take down an old ship and just have some leftovers here for it. I guess this is the strategy meeting room. I've managed to kind of make it have its own meaning, and then when I start playing the other classes, I'm gonna be showcasing their wardrobes here. Probably gonna have to cut into the living areas to put some more room for more wardrobes. I love wardrobes. They're my favorite thing to use, because I love hoarding items, and the wardrobes are amazing right now. So that probably gives you a little bit of idea about the fun aspect of the game. Because look at the PvE game of Fortnite. I know people don't like Fortnite. I don't like it either that much. I mean, it's a good game, but it's not my kind of game. It's a successful game, but yeah, not my kind of game. But look at their PvE version, how it has home bases or whatever it's called, the place where you have like a fort, and you can build different layers, 1 fort, 2 forts, 3 forts, etc. And I think this fort system has the potential to grow into something like this, where you have a private fort, the one that doesn't vote to the public, but have a better limit, bigger limit. So, for example, right now I've got 500 prop limit, but that's to make it so that whenever someone votes into your fort, I assume you want there to be a limit of how many props one needs to vote for optimized voting times. So let's say you have one fort that's separate, that can grow bigger, and where you can invite others to be, but it won't be in the public random selection of forts that people can vote into. And that would be nice, having a second fort, a third fort as a DLC post-launch. I think there would be a lot of people excited to play something like this. The grown-up Lego, the Minecraft slash Lego slash other games that build forts. I think a lot of people enjoy this. For some people, that's actually another game on its own. I sometimes get bored of the grinding and go and redecorate my fort and do some changes. Like just the other day, I made this change that's the current state. Okay, I wanted to run a map. Should I run more gear work? I've only got fire and whitening with gear work. So I'm probably gonna run a poison one just because I wanna make some storage space. But character swots is something I really have been asking for. Character swots really, if you really feel like adding character swots, I think 20 is the best number because you have 20 total combinations. Maybe new contracts and more character swots from the new contracts. Everyone would love contracts that are, for example, a contract centered more around spectacles and respecting your hero, or maybe a contract with the dice. I really love the old dice system. I'm wondering what's happening with that one. I'm assuming that's probably something that's not high priority, as it's cosmetic and real stuff takes priority over cosmetic stuff, I guess, while we're in early access. It has to be that way though. I'm happy with all the bug fixes and with all the openness we've seen when there's things that need to be fixed. Note is such a great idea. I think many more companies need to use Note. Alright, let's get this and try and get a group of enemies. There aren't that many. Oh, those little spiders. Apparently on higher, Rexer said that apparently on higher levels in the Fazir, those little spiders one-shot you. Even on tanky builds with this little poison. But I think that's true for all sorts of fire and poison hazards on the ground. You've got like a second and a half, maybe sometimes 2 seconds time to react. Let me see how am I doing. Okay, I could get hit a few times, I think. But I've got this one that blocks the next 3 sources of damage as well. Which reminds me about this relic. Can't wait to see this relic in its full glory when everything works. This build will get much stronger. Snowstorm would start doing damage, I would start critically hitting. One skill level to Snowstorm. This means I can put my hat in my Legendarium. First, let's check my Legendarium. Yeah, I don't have the hat there. Alright, we'll do this. We'll do this after this map. The hat's gonna go in the Legendarium. I can get one more extra skill point to work with. Just the thing I was talking about, getting extra skill points from various places right now. Sometimes a blue is much more valuable than a legendary. Some people are actually even saying that green are valuable. I still haven't found some blue that can't have the potential of being better than a green. Yeah, green drops much more often and it's much easier to find a good green. But eventually, when min-maxing, you would probably go for blue and legendary gear, based on the stats and affixes you get. The legendary affixes and the regular stats. Oh, look at this nice ice damage. I need to try again for ice on my grass cutter. See, this is this is what I was talking about. I didn't even have time to react properly. I tried to heal and to teleport, but I guess I couldn't. And this is how we die from those poison fields. But that was a lot of poison fields on me. That was like what, 2, 3, 4. Right now that was just 1. Or maybe 2. And my poison damage is not great. Oh. I'm in a whitening map, but my poison damage is 20k. Alright, 26 prevention. It's not that terrible, but it's not great either. With the summons it would have been a little bit better because I've got a lot of meat shields with the goblins. The goblins can just take damage and soak it up, especially the brutes. Those are minis. If only I could make them taunt with the press of the goblin skill. Or maybe not the goblin brutes, the Netherine brutes, because this hero already has Shasta taunt. I think the mage could use a taunt on its summons on the Netherine brutes tier 3 spirit well. There we go. Let's see what's here. Some more nice ice damage. I still want the chew duration. I still think the chew duration is worth a little bit more than a little bit of damage, because with this weapon, that extra crit chance versus shield seems pretty nice. Alright, so I have to get rid of this rifle. It's a nice one. Can't beat this one though. Let's do this. But yeah, I'm one of the people that would fill up every single character slot. I believe if there's a lot of character slots, not everyone would use them. There's people like me that love playing outist with an L. The outgrinders. People like me who love being able to get many different outs and builds leveled up quickly, to test more stuff, to test more synergies. And I believe that there's people that are casual, a little bit more casual or a little bit more hardcore. In either case, the more casual people probably won't level up more than a few different heroes, and there's people that are super hardcore and just stick to one, but make it as good as they can before moving on to the next one. So I know there's those types of players, but people like me make one build, move on to the next, and then eventually make a collection of builds and switch playing those based on different things. I used to have something called legendary roulette in alpha, where I would switch frontiers when a legendary drops, and then when I get one in each 2 frontiers, I would switch heroes and just keep shifting between my heroes like that. That was a way of me making grinding fun in the alpha version. In the alpha version, once I needed to do 20 maps to get a legendary to drop with the alpha drop rates. Then after that it would drop 3 in one map, I guess, to make up for it. I've had some fun times with RNG. Me and RNG, sometimes we are in good terms, sometimes the RNG throws me a swap in the face when it comes to enchanting and what is it? Rerolling enchantments, disenchanting and enchanting. Even the gambler sometimes is very generous. I'm assuming other Struck Club members enjoy gambling in Torchlight. Let's see. Oh yeah, I needed this mask. I needed this mask to equip it. So important thing right now would be to take this hat, put this one on. I'm losing what? Crit chance. But I'm winning. Oh, I'm losing chance to freeze. I really didn't want to lose chance to freeze. Alright, let's lose it for now. We're gonna find a new one. So now we go here and replace this. Actually, let's replace this. I'm not finding chronometer to work for me. I don't think it's is better than putting the precision skill levels or the god spirit. Maybe I can do this and then remove the chest and put a chest with flat damage on it, or chest with ice damage on it. Losing some defense, but I'm winning DPS, am I? Maybe the crit damage is a little bit more valuable. It's just like 100 DPS difference, but then I get a socket. Get a socket here, let's say fire. Okay, HP. And now I've made a skill point I can remove from Snowstorm, and I can put this into wait, why is this just one? Oh yeah, I know what happened. I lost my set bonus. Alright, for now I'm not gonna use the other one. I can remove 1 point from here. And from here I don't think I can remove any points. So I've got 2 points to use. If I remove the piercing icicles, I can remove 4 points and then have another one which is 5 points, which could give me this if I was using a pistol or a rifle. I still have no idea where to go, but let's go for this one. A little bit more damage for that 1 point. I'm really a big fan of this skill. Okay. Let's move. Most of my damage is fire, so I will go for a fire map. Most of my defense, my highest defense, kind of said it wrongly there, but yeah, my highest defense is fire. Shock isn't that bad as well. Electric is almost equal. I'm gonna stay away from high vit until I get more high vit, more poison resistance. But regarding me needing the other monuments, I actually have those. I've got them. The automaton I didn't max out, but right next to the automaton on the right side is the goblin monument, and then the high vit one is right next to the goblin on the right side. So I've arranged them left to right. The Equinox one, the goblin one, and the high vit one. They are there. They're a little bit hidden, I guess, because they're in a part of the fort I don't always scroll around. Oh, Woodsbeast shoulders. Nice. Maybe I still don't have them in the... I probably don't have them in the Legendarium. It would be nice to have some sort of indication when it drops on the item itself. Critical damage, shock duration, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid, and it's better than what I'm wearing. By 0.5 crit damage. But the block chance, I've got 14, this brings me to 20. And I'm not losing defense, in fact I'm winning defense. And some summons. It's one summon, but it's still something for now. I love summoner builds, believe me folks. Struck up, I am so happy to have summons in this game, the way they work. I only wish the Forged had a little bit more. I think Poison Dart could be summoning poison automatons. You throw Poison Dart, it summons 1 or 2 poison automatons from where it fell, and when you have the unique item you get 6 total poison automatons to fight for you. And I think this could really help the Forged, who only has 6 automatons, 3 or 6 from the arc powered shoulder, was it? No, for the Mountain King, from the Mountain King shoulder. So if Poison Dart actually summons poison spectral spiderlings or poison automatons, it would be pretty fun. It would mean Bane summoner Forged builds could be a thing. This was my idea like earlier today, I think I was talking, or maybe was it past night. I always talk about weird ideas I've got on my stream, because they just come to me as I'm playing, and if I don't say it, I forget it. So I do say those ideas on stream a lot of the time when they kind of when I think of them. And this idea about the Summoner Forged, I think many would enjoy really. To maybe reduce the damage Poison Dart does, but to make it summon poison automatons that fight for us for a short duration, just like the goblins and like the ancestral spirits and like the netherlings and things like that. And Guap, or is that Guapo? Guapo or Guap? 0. Let's say it's Guapo. Guapo 76. Welcome to the Struck Club. Enjoy your stay. Feel free to ask questions about the game. I'm constantly making builds and I'm not always going for the meta. I just decide, let's use this hero and this relic and make a build. And try to make the build look a little bit different from my other builds. And this time with this relic and this hero, I'm actually gonna split it into 2 separate builds. Both of them will be Scattershot builds. I'm trying to get this legendary item, the Wingspan, that gives Scattershot double the cooldown but double the damage. Before I tested it before, and it was broken, and I reported it, and it's now fixed. And it used to give us 5 times the cooldown. And the damage was around 170%, but I think that's because it's additive to other damage sources probably, so that's why it seems to not give me exactly double damage. I'm gonna test if it's the same now, if it gives me roughly around 70% damage increase, but the cooldown, if the cooldown is really fixed, this would be such a stronger version of my previous Wingspan Scattershot. The new version would be with fixed cooldown. We would have more crowd control in the build, and in general I think the damage is better because of passives. Passives like this one, every relic would have a 25% damage. 3 relics right now have 50. But we know that this is getting rebalanced to 25, so every relic has one such, and this is a great passive. I think every class, every build with the use of this class specific, subclass specific, passive for 25% elemental damage and stacking this type of damage on your items. See here I'm trying to get ice, so I can get 25% damage on it. I would have had 25% of 976 fire if it was ice there. And that's why I'm stacking this, and on every build it's good to stack this. Don't get too used to the 50% on the strong relics, the ones that are getting balanced soon. Don't get used to it, but it's still fun. It's still a lot of damage boost even on a 25% instead of 50. I'm enjoying the damage boost, and I think it's worth it stacking this damage. Stacking this damage type and using this passive. Okay, just a moment, I'm just... There's too many spawning. Actually, I would love for them to spawn together to AoE them, but then some builds would not be able to do it like that. But yeah, I love smart AI. AI that tries to flank me, that tries to crowd control me or use its skills in a specific order. I love smart AI. For harder difficulties, smarter AI. For the lower difficulties, a little bit dumber AI. AI that behaves a little bit more predictable for the easy difficulties. I think I like it in games like The Witcher and other third-person ARPGs, where there's some interesting way how the AI behaves in combat. In some games they try to parry, block and so on, buff each other, protect each other. I like how we have the chanters, the goblin buffers. I forgot their name. I'm not sure if they still do the same buff as before. And yeah, it's fun to see, especially those witches, one of the newer additions of characters. I like how those behave. Sometimes they would be stuck in one place and I would try and get them to come up here, but they would stay down there and attack me with ranged attacks. but I can just run away a little bit further and they would follow me. I guess it's for the bosses, for the ones that are bosses in the story. I guess those are the ones that have fixed patterns to follow. The champions actually always follow me. I think in the current state of the game, to those who are still wondering, I always get asked this question. I think in the current state of the game, the ones that would really enjoy it is people who love playing alphas and betas and early access games, who know that the game is not finished, but it can become better with the help of the community, which is a double-edged blade. Listening to us too much, but I like how much they've listened to us. The relics and the skill system underwent so many changes to finally be what they are. Who knows, maybe the pet system will undergo an overhaul soon or eventually, with more pet skills and maybe pet stances, active stance, defensive stance and aggressive stance of the pet, and a pet attack button that works for all sorts of summons. This would be nice, just like in other games like Grim Dawn, for example, where you can press the hotkey for pet movement or pet attack, and then your pet and any other summons goes there and attacks if there's an enemy under it. I think this one would be a great system to get summoners use strategy. I as a summoner sometimes might want to use my summons as meat shields and just position them between me and a boss to cushion the damage, and I can stay behind and spam skills. Or others might just want to use them to focus a single enemy and just position them right around that enemy and let them focus fire, because the summons are the main source of damage, not the summoner. So it depends on the build, I guess. Imagine a Venomous Maw Bane build. Egg of Mayhem, Venomous Maw spamming build, you're spamming Venomous Maw, this is your build, and you're just using the summons as meat shield. Something like that would really be amazing, to use the tactic where you find a choke point like this and put the summons in front of you, between you and the enemies. So they would either have to go around or just kill through the meat shield. So that's that one version where you're using it as meat shield, but the other one you would be stacking all sorts of summons: Bone Walker, Bone Razor combo, summons from Quas skills, summons from the Bane, and there you would be using the summons for damage. And you might prefer to make them focus a single target quickly, rather than spreading their fire amongst the squishy, the popcorn enemies. Just when leveling a specific hero, I've noticed I find myself thinking about weird builds that could exist. I was thinking about a summoner with the Blood Drinker relic, and you're healing your summons and letting them have an aura that heals them. And I was wondering what would be best for a Blood Drinker summoner. I thought of the Rifle of Leadership. The Rifle of Leadership Sharpshooter. And thanks Max Schaefer again for coming and stopping by. For those of you in the Struck Club, this is the CEO of Extra Games, the person behind Torchlight 3, and also co-founder of co-founding member of Diablo 1 and 2's Blizzard North, the team who worked on making Diablo 1 and 2, one of the founding fathers of Diablo. Really honored to have you here in my stream. Thanks for stopping by, really appreciate it. And it was nice chatting with you. And Struck Club, what was I about to do? Oh yeah, maybe one more map to get that final level. Because it's 22 past midnight here, so maybe one more map. Oh, actually I'm level 60. Oh nice, I'm level 60. Jules Stemning's asking how I'm doing. Sharpshooter fun with Cold Heart? I actually think it is. It is very fun. It is very fun, and it gives me some crowd control, which helps with the Scattershot. With Scattershot you get that little bit of extra time to pull the string further backwards, to charge it further, and freezing enemies really helps. And there's a synergy I found which is not working right now, but the synergy is you get summons with the Rifle of Leadership. You get Goblin Gunners. I really love ranged summons, and the Goblin Gunners, while hitting enemies, can make them freeze. And then you use Snowstorm level 10. You critically hit frozen enemies while Snowstorm is active. So you would supposedly, the way it's worded, have 100% crit chance. And they're fixing certain things now. After capping crit chance, they're reworking certain skills to go over the cap limit. So that's probably one of those skills that is getting such a fix soon. Yeah, I think that's a great skill. And this one combined with Cold Front freezing enemies, you don't need as many points into this one. You can just get the Ice Barrier duration, so you can remove some points here and keep that at level 3. But this one maxed out, this one at level 6 would be pretty fun. Get the Goblin Legion maxed out, maybe sacrifice some targeted strikes and don't rely on it as much for the damage. It's still good, it's still good. Targeted strikes is that one skill that even as level 1 /3 is a pretty great one as a pick. Let's see, can we get the Rifle of Leadership now? I'm gonna try make some room for it. Faster cooldown, oh, damage with adventurer skills, nice. Very nice. Alright, let's check this. Musketeer boots. New level. I've got 59 with socket and this one is 60 without sockets. But it gives me chance to evade. But the goat instead of relic energy generation. Tough choice. How much defense can I get on this? I can get, if I go fire defense, 4.7k fire defense. So that's like around 5% damage reduction that I got versus fire. But this one gives me a lot of evasion. From 9.9 I'm going all the way to 24. My regular defense doesn't seem to go that much down. 2k only. Alright, let's spend that last skill point. Should I go into this? I wish Frostskin was on a shorter cooldown. And Jules asking when you are leveling out doing story or spamming maps. I level them with the story because you can't do Fazir without doing the story. Unfortunately we can't make outs, end game only outs. Outs that are only for the end game that you skip the story on. I wish I could. I really wish. I've done the story so many times. I wish I could make a hero that just skips the whole story and just uses items I've saved up for it. Or items I can buy from the store, from the game war. Even if it doesn't give you items like the cheat NPC giving you items, something like that that just lets me skip the story and level up the hero with maps from level 1 if I want to. In general, the map work system is a fun system. I love it. I think the Fazir dungeon needs some changes, a lot of changes. But the map work system is pretty nice. And right now I'm full. I need to get rid of something. Let's quickly get rid of come on, let me put that somewhere. Oh, look at this shield. Look at this beauty of a shield. This is the shield I was looking for. So it was not with my mage, it was with this hero. Nice, good to know, good to know. And this one was the ice item I was saving up. But for that I have to get rid of the shield and it's not gonna be that great. I checked it, it's not that great. Alright, I forgot something. I don't need this musketeer robe here. Wait, did all of them get reset? I was using the God's Beard's glove there before. There was this bug where I couldn't select. I'm gonna try this one. Gotta put the leg armor somewhere. I can't put it here, unfortunately, no idea why. Arc powered pants, arc powered chest. Can I put the pants here? I can't. Why? Why can't I put some things? It's pretty weird. Okay, I can put this here at least. This is the defense HP. I'm gonna make this the HP, and there was another thing for HP. HP crit chance. There's a lot of gear. Oh, damage with scattershot. I was saving this. 15.1. 15. And this one gives me evasion. It's so hard to find a room to put all my items. Okay, I can put something here. If it would let me. Right. It's weird. Some items I just can't put them away. This one, damage with adventure skills. 1 Goblin Legion level. I'm going to get rid of let's get rid of this item and put another one there. Alright, like this. I will get rid of this one too. Come on, when did my pet fill up? I didn't know the pet was this full. Alright, let's just get rid of this item. And then I'm gonna get rid of a few more items here that... This one, this one, this one. Let's get rid of a few more items like this one. This one. This one. Let's put some stuff here. And that's the final map. It's kind of late. I'm a little bit tired. You can probably hear it in my voice, but yeah, it's 34 past midnight. I kind of should have stopped by now, but let's just do this one map and then end it.